Welcome everyone.
This is one of those big games.
Sorry?
I was going to say, this is like one of the first one of those big games that you've never actually played.
Yeah.
It's been around for a long gap time.
Welcome everyone to Monday Night Mass Effect. This is gonna be a thing. I'm here with Sam, my friend and lore guide, I guess. How you doing, Sam? Sam, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm good, but you just wait till my wife returns up it, because she is the lore master.
Ah, now I've handed control over to the more experienced hand. I'm going to defer to Sam for the start of this, but we're starting a Mass Effect series run. Because series runs and lore dives are increasingly what I do on this channel.
Information requested.
It's one of the things we like to do together, but the thing is, we've really only done lore dives on games that we all know.
Secure connection.
So this is going to be one of the first attempts we do where it's a game that we don't, you know...
Or at least that I don't know.
Only one that you don't know specifically, yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so we've got...
Oh, we have to call him Shepard. So we can't
you have to
call this a revival of our beloved character Chris McVitie's.
No, Chris McVitie's is not going to be a thing.
Oh damn!
I will point out that in the original version, you couldn't choose a female character, so that is a thing.
Oh, cool!
That they added. They added for the PS3 and obviously the Legacy Edition, and they've also upped the graphics so the characters actually have the updated graphic designs of the heads. So we can start a new ID.
Yeah.
And choose a new name. So custom male.
Wait a minute.
Female. Quick start.
Okay, so we're gonna create our own original character then.
I suppose so. So you want him to be male or female?
What do you reckon? Oh,
Let's
Sam
go
says
with
I can
male.
hear you both well on your lovely stream. Ah, thank you, sir. Make LGBT chip hazard.
Okay, Ollie, I can't do this. Apparently you have to do this.
Okay, what should we name him? Seb, why don't you help us name Commander Shepard?
Yeah, let's have audience participation. His last name is going to be Shepard.
We can't change that, otherwise he was going to be Chris McVitie's.
Space adventurer.
Yeah. Well, that's our stock space adventurer character, isn't it? It's like Brian Zane has sweaty beef, we have Crisps McVitie's.
Well, he has sweaty beef. He also has, Big Horse McGraw, Mike the Maleficent Love Machine, Claude the French Supermodel.
You want us to call him Jack Shepard? Call him Jack Shepard. Should we call him Jack Shepard? I think it's a lost character.
Why not? Okay, fine.
Fine, Jack Shepard it is.
Please log in to access your profile.
Alright, you're in control, Sam.
Okay, there we go. I just wanted to make sure.
We have to go back to space.
Warning, data corruption detected.
Oh
Please
god, they found my
reconstruct
hepatitis
profile.
D.
Damn it.
Confirm pre-service history.
Right, I'm gonna say he's a spacer. Right, basically, if you want to, these will affect if you start out with Paragon or Renegade. So you can choose to be a spacer that both your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps. You enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist. You were born and raised in Mindor, a small border colony in the Arctic Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by passing Alliance patrol and you enlisted a few years later. Or an Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great metropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting in the Alliance when you turned 18.
I think Earthborn.
I'm going to go with the one that's not... What?
Sorry, which one were you going to go with?
I was going to go with Spacer because you said you wanted to do a Paragon run, and this will just make it make it easier.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Spacer then. I like the Earthborn origin better, but
now you. Okay, Now, either a sole survivor during your time on a mission, it went horribly wrong, and you were trapped in extreme survival situations. You had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all around you fell, and now you are left alive to tell the tale. War hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance. Or ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers weary of you, but when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. War hero is recommended to be the one that will get you good paragon.
Yeah, war hero it is then.
Confirm
Leave no man
military
behind.
specialization.
Slay the... So it's basically either good guy or slay the wounded.
Yeah.
Okay, now we get to choose to either be a soldier. Soldiers, basically this will be a gun thing. Engineers, they're tech people. Adepts, they're biotic specialists. Infiltrator, they do combine combat and tech. Sentinel, or Vanguard.
Okay, so what are the biotic things actually about?
Biotics, I haven't ever really done much with biotics, to be perfectly frank. You have other characters that use biotics. So for team balance, you have other people that do it probably better than you can.
Right, okay.
For simplicity's sake, I'm going to do
Confirm
soldier.
facial
Cool,
identification.
Alright, now let's make this interesting.
Okay. Change appearance.
Take into account the Count, the Mammoth, and Mass Effect. So Jack says, go with Ruthless. Who the hell needs Ruth anyway? Yeah, fuck Ruth. Who's Ruth?
Okay. Right, so tell me when you find something you like. I'm going through presets.
Can we just hit random?
This is random.
Ah. Okay. Can we make Yosemite Sam?
Hold on. I don't hair.
Right. Can we give him
Hair.
Can we give him just like a really bushy moustache?
Hold on, I'm going through the beards. We're not going to get good beard effects. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Okay.
So we've basically got 2D. We've got like 2D PS2 era beards.
Right. So shall we make a Picard lookalike then? You know, the calm, bald-headed commander. Come, sapient fog.
Sapient fog.
Captain Haig. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Because Seb's watching, let's do something. Though.
How's this for Picard?
Maybe change the eyes a bit.
Okay. What, the colour, the shape?
Yeah.
How's this? Just tell me when to stop.
You have to do it in a William Hague voice.
Yeah, these are the only options we have.
Okay, that'll do. Okay.
Colour.
Yeah, you know what? Can we give him red eyes just because that would be funny?
I'm gonna. Okay.
Make him look like the Hood from Thunderbirds. Were you thinking about gritty? You have to do it in a William Hague voice. He likes vegetable oil.
Is this red?
Yeah, it's red enough.
Okay. So is that good? Do we need to do anything else, like give him a different kind of beard?
He looks a bit... Yeah, that goatee looks a bit sinister. Clean shaven, I think.
Okay, hair colour.
Here, can we give him red eyes just because that'd be funny? Kazuki
Okay,
Takahashi.
okay, beard. Oh, right, beard.
Yep.
Warp drive, engage. Let's get rid of his scar. Let's get rid of the scarring. He doesn't need a scar.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Yeah, good.
Identification confirmed.
Go with casual because you're going to be playing it for the first time. Level scaling. Classic. Let's see, 1 to
In
60
classic,
level range. Subtitles, yes. Squad power, and yes, autosave. Right, let's begin.
Let's begin. Are careful people wrecked for?
Well,
perhaps.
what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents
Hey,
were in the Navy.
let's
Keith
listen to
David.
that
He proved
voice.
himself during the Blitz.
Keith motherfucking
Held off
David.
enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Will you? Will you really? I hope you're reading, Ollie.
Oh, I wasn't. I am now. They call this greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it Mass Effect. It's time to affect some mass. During the Blitz.
Unless you're playing the Billy Gunn version, and then it's Ass Effect.
Scissor me,
Dude,
daddy.
dude.
Arcturus Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
I have 3 traders.
We are connected. Calculating
It'd
transit
be
mass
funny
and
if the
destination.
Invincible logo appeared instead. Yeah.
The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector.
Has there ever been an abridged
All
parody?
stations secure for transit.
No, there's been the. I know there's definitely been the Austin Powers parody one. Where they cryogenically unfreeze Austin Powers
Board
to
is
deal with
green.
the Reapers.
Approach run has begun.
And he's actually trying to take down one of the big robots with his tiny little gun.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2,
Oh look, and there's Seth Green.
1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
Nice.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
Oh no, my connection's just gone, so it's just
The
kicked
council
me out
helped
of
fund this
SharePlay.
project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Alright, I'm just gonna invite you again. Feel free to join whenever you want.
Okay.
You are invited to the SharePlay. Right, I think we're gonna have to time
that is
the
the
hours
official
then if it's
story.
gonna
Only
crap
an
out
idiot
on you.
believes the official story.
Hold on, I'm just going to turn on the thing in the hall that extends the signal.
Okay,
That should help a bit.
you can play now. You've got a...
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into
Spectre's
the
in,
network.
Spectre's
I
in
want
trouble.
mission report
Barbara
relayed back to
Broccoli in
Alliance brass
2015,
before
be
we
like...
reach Eden
Yeah.
Prime.
Aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your
A
way.
Central
He's
European
already
nationality
here.
known for the region of Bohemia.
Tell Commander
Check.
Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
Very
You
good.
get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
So you're just going to choose the obvious Paragon options for conversation.
Pretty much, yeah. You said you wanted a Paragon. You wanted a Paragon run, didn't you?
Yep, yep. Just checking.
So don't complain.
I wasn't.
Here he is, Nihilus.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
Keith David.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here,
Hey,
Shepard.
I'm not being a
Nihilus wants
racist.
to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Kind of hate that that's the
Guess
bar
that
for being a
explains why I
good
bump
guy.
into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this
Just
for a long
saying,
time.
I'm being nice to the alien.
Humanity wants a larger role in
Yeah.
shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the
You've got to remember, in this universe,
The Spectres
humans are
represent
looked
the
down
council's
upon
power
pretty
and
badly by
authority.
other races.
If they accept a human into their ranks, it
Frankly,
shows
I
how
don't
far
blame
the
them.
Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy
Well,
assault
it's more
during
about them
Alliance
being
single-handed.
young. There are
You
actually
showed
worse
not only courage,
races
but
in
also
this series,
incredible
so
skill.
you'll
That's
run
why I put
into.
your name forward
As long as there's no
candidate for the
Martians, he'll
Spectres.
be fine.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Well, no, the Batarians are
needs
terrible,
this
though.
ship.
They kidnap humans
We're
and
counting on
basically
you.
have a slave trade. Basically,
I
their
need to see
entire
your skills
species
for
does
myself,
slave
Commander.
trading.
Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Yeah, Keith David really does this role justice.
Yeah.
Get down!
They've upscaled the graphics nicely too. I
Oh,
can't
they
imagine
have
it.
for this one.
I can't imagine it looked like
Look, you can
this
actually see
originally.
Keith David's skin pigment.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We
Is
need.
that the magician from the TV show?
Oh crap! Japan's on the train.
With the mask.
Everything cuts out after
Oh,
that.
the
No comm
masked
traffic
magician.
at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse
I
and hold
remember that.
38.5.
They should have stayed in the lane and not tried to do a wrestling version.
Ah.
Status report.
17 minutes
Ollie,
out, Captain. No
Master
other
Hand
Alliance
is
ships in the
back.
area.
Oh God.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet.
With bionic
This
implants,
mission
it
just
looks
got a lot
like.
more complicated.
Oh good Lord.
A small strike team can move
Call the
quickly
Smash
without
Brothers.
drawing attention. It's our
Get
best
me a
chance to
fat
secure the
Italian,
beacon.
a tall Italian, a
Grab your gear and
fire-breathing
meet us in the cargo
dinosaur, a mute boy with a green tunic, and a yellow electric
Tell
rat.
Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander.
And Kazuya Mishima for some reason.
And Joker, and Bayonetta. In fact, get me an entire multiverse of characters
Engaging
that
stealth systems.
power balancing doesn't work out for.
Somebody was doing
Brothers is
some
good.
serious digging here, Captain.
It is.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about
Don't
survivors,
Vince
Captain?
McMahon me about this.
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The
They
beacon's your
do
top
look like
priority.
grimmer versions of how I
Approaching drop
imagine
point one.
the Intransigent crew look.
Nihilus,
Good.
coming with us?
I move
In the
faster
second
on
game
my own.
onwards, you can actually get the Dragon Age armor.
Nihilus
cool.
will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports
It
throughout the
looks
mission.
just like
Otherwise, I
medieval
want
armor,
radio
but
silence.
so it really should
We've got
not
his back, Captain.
work in
The
space,
mission's
but
yours
it
now,
does.
Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point
The
2.
sound design's good too. I've taken to just lowering the in-game volume down to about 30% so it doesn't overpower us.
Hey.
He looks like if T'Challa was a wrestling gimmick. The masked character.
Okay. I'm gonna let Liz try to play this bit.
Oh, alright.
Go on, Liz is sitting there like, I think she's really, really wanting to do this.
Sam's handing it off to his wife Liz.
Oh yeah, she knows where most of the loot is.
Oh, go nuts then.
Just remember, all major decisions are Ollie's, not ours.
Well, no.
I'm
this
just
is,
saying.
This is a...
So if you want, so you can't let Caden live, just because you want to.
This isn't an usocracy, it's a democracy. You know, all major decisions will be voted on by us and the chat, whoever's in there at the time.
And much like the English way, we'll ignore it completely and do it by a crazed majority of people who actually agree with us.
Well, we're doing a Paragon run.
Yes.
Paragon.
Oh no,
till
the red
de-
shirt's dead.
Jenkins! Bastards! They killed Jenkins!
Okay. They killed Jenkins. Yeah, I didn't want to spoil that he was gonna die.
He was the greatest man I ever knew. Avenge his death.
Check his corpse. Loot his corpse. Take his bloody shoes.
Then kick their ass.
Rip right through his shields. We're at a chance.
He deserves a burial.
We'll see that he
We're
receives
doing
a proper
share play.
service once the mission
So
is
Ollie's got
complete.
it up, and Liz
But I
is
need you to stay
actually
focused.
taking over because she was very desperate to actually
Aye,
try
aye,
it.
sir.
Cleared up the sofa for this. My precious crisp packets and shit. all now in a trash can to make room for her butt.
My precious.
I know. My precious crisp packets and shit. Oh god, why those things just look like flying tumors.
They're gas bags.
Oh, that's not nice.
Your bloated gas bag.
Oh,
Right, that's explains it.
what?
I switched Caden's weapon instead of mine by accident.
Yeah, it does that. Oh yeah, hun. Remember the gain levels
I'm gonna
thing.
check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Wasn't Paragon that red and turquoise Pokemon with all the triangle lines? No, that's Porygon.
Okay. Trust me.
Where does he want insta points spent?
I will defer
Get
to
some
you
charm
and Sam.
up. Get some charm up for some Paragon.
I'll defer to you and Sam because you know more than me.
yeah. Ollie literally is, deferring to us in general because Liz is the Mass Effect master. Like seriously, she studied so much lore at this point.
Right. Description.
Decryption.
Decryption. Barrier to start off with.
Take cover.
Liz is always more comfortable. Liz is a lot more comfortable with a rifle in her hands.
The shooting looks fairly responsive for a BioWare RPG.
It is always been very good, I will admit, for these games.
There is one on your left. Shoot it, Soka.
I know, but I'm going back to the main branch.
Very well. It's right there on the left. Spasiba.
I can't imagine what you mean, Jack.
Should be a cutscene coming up in just a minute, and then I'll get the loot.
Oh look, here's the racist. Spoilers. Oh no!
Good reason.
It's the Geth.
Oh!
No, lads. We send our hellos.
Oh dear. Liz is trying to be a VTuber. No,
I was trying to make a joke.
It's fine, hon.
That's a hell of a greeting. Breaking your leg hurts like hell.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
And they do it below the knee. Low.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns. Nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon,
look, it's
but
the
we walked into an ambush.
YouTube algorithm
I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help,
Join
Williams.
us.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know
Join
about
us,
the Geth?
Charles.
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics,
You
non-organic life
must
forms
sit
with
with us
limited AI
while we
programming,
listen to
created by the
Cradle of
Quarians a few
Filth.
centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but
That
ended
up, Ollie,
turning
we'll
into
start a
Quarians
closed
and
knit
drove them
community
into
that
exile.
you won't be a part of.
Well, after that, they just kind of
Kill
disappeared
those
behind the Perseus
massholes.
Veil.
Very good.
Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell us everything you know about the beacon.
Punfanity.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was
If
a
Jack
Spectre
Shepard
anyway.
had chewing gum, would it be massive? Mastication.
Luckily,
I suppose it would.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Weapons of mastication.
Move out.
Huh.
Might as well.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Is this one of those where it's
upgrade.
better to expect people to be really good at one thing?
The thing is that everyone's tree is different.
Well, Caden is basically your human biotics, and
Ashley's just a soldier.
Ashley is like your average kill 'em up type soldier.
But when you get people like, say, Garrus, who's like a sniper,
Yeah.
then you'll get people like Rex, who's pretty much,
He's your shotgun and
he's your
barrage.
berserker. He's
Yeah.
basically your berserker, and then Tali is a space elf, effectively.
Yeah, she's good at combos.
Also, she has her own way of.
So
Also, she has her own swear words, and I love it.
yeah.
I love that. I love it when you're in court in second one and she calls someone a bush tat.
Yeah.
I'm here from my father,
No,
you
but if you're
bush
still
tat.
streaming when I get back, I'll watch. Alright, see you, Zeb.
Alright, Seb.
I always hate this last one because it kind of gets stuck behind here.
I wouldn't say he's stuck so much as he's making it. You know how it works kind of when you understand the law of the Geth and that they get less intelligent the less of them there are around.
So
they're like a collective they're a collective conscience. But the more Geth that are around, the more intelligent they are, but then the less of them.
So their cognitive
Yeah, then the less
ability
there are of them.
compounds.
Basically, in this game, you get only a little bit of explanation for the Geth that they were created by the Quarians, and then a situation happens. The Quarians tell it that the Geth just turned on them and forced them off their homeworld. So now they're basically living on spaceships, and their immune systems are awful. So they have these these quarantine suits on all the time. That if they so much as get a cold, they could die. But later games will actually go deeper into the situation as to what actually happened with the Geth. And long story short, the Geth gained enough intelligence to gain sentience and wonder if they were alive, and apparently that scared enough of the Quarians to try and kill them. So they acted in self-defense.
And also defense of some of the Quarians that wanted to like actually save them, because like the other Quarians were actually actively killing them to kill the Geth.
So it's complex. Oh, so Ollie, remember those people that got impaled?
Oh, yeah.
They're still alive.
Yeah, this is what happens to them.
What did the Geth do to them?
Yeah, they're husks. Just think zombies. Yeah. Electromagnetic zombies.
Zombies.
Come on, Caden, put your back. Isn't there someone in one of these things?
Yeah, and there's.
Oh, we're just
also
talking about Jack Shepard. Then I can dig it.
There's also some loot and stuff.
Ah, Yeah, see, Liz knows where all the loot is.
Right, and because of that, I am actually going to wait to equipment. Sweetie. Okay, Grandma needs to do that for you, honey bun. Riker. Upgrades, that's right. Chemical rounds, definitely.
Well, we're dealing with machines. It'll help.
R2 for cooldown. Pistols. Alright, shall I do a new save?
Yeah, do a new save.
Cool.
Is that way, if there's any issues, we don't have to redo the intro bit.
Yeah. Yeah. As I've said before, trust me, Liz just knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this in her hands for now.
Yeah, oddly enough, she knows a lot more than I do, which is saying something when it comes to these games.
First one, because I've done the first ones that many times now.
Okay, now decryption. Ollie, you might want to pay attention to this.
This always gets me the first couple of times, but I'll do my best.
Square, circle, triangle, X. Yeah, it's basically Simon.
Okay.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp.
Manuel?
When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. One second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil.
No one
Awakened
knows
the
what's
beast.
inside.
Unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Like a massive amount of
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
foreshadowing here.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
And there you go. I got you some more Paragon by being nice to Manuel.
And not knocking him.
him.
Yeah, Liz usually does punch him.
Hey, he gets annoying.
I can imagine he does.
Especially after you've played through this like 5 times.
Okay, here's Nihilus and... Oh.
Shadowing the other Turian that Manuel saw?
Saren.
Here we go.
Saren.
Nihilus.
Reader.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Oh.
Yep.
What is that? Off in the distance.
Oh god, it's the Reaper music. Reapers, creepers, where'd you get them creepers? Huh. Oh yeah, here they come. Oh, you left.
Oh, I know. Oh, for... Yes, you snarky little giggle shit.
It's not even what... It's not even the thing that's funny, it's your reaction to it all. Giggle shit. Ah, crap. No Omnigel.
Omnigel?
Yeah, Omnigel basically allows you to unlock doors and shit.
Ah.
It's like a way to force the doors. I hope you're taking this in, Ollie, otherwise we're going to look like shit when we have to play it.
Yeah.
Try it one more time. No. Shit. This is like one of the pre-doors for getting you used to this mechanic, so...
Everybody stay calm out there.
Yeah.
We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure.
Azam, can you maybe turn your TV down just a touch? Because I'm getting an echo coming
I
through.
saw that ship. I thought it was all over.
It showed
How's
up
that?
right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Yeah, I'm not hearing an echo at the moment.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
Good.
Yeah.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know
They
that.
say I'm
We
half
survived.
man, but what does
If
that
they
make
made
a
it to
lot
the
of you?
garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
There's another way out. I'm going to show you. Come up behind them and affect them in their masses.
You know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered.
No, you don't need to watch, you need to go to bed.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
Have I done the ship already?
I don't know. I was
What else
too
can
busy
you tell
being
me about
hugged.
the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody.
Breaking the law.
Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages.
Breaking the law,
Just
Michael
thought there might be
Cole.
something we could use. I found a pistol.
Don't make us
come in
break your
handy if those
knees,
things
Michael
came back.
Cole.
You'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. Are you sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you
It'll be
probably
your
deserve it
houses
more
they
than I do.
burn, your gold they steal, your women they will impale.
Who's your contact at the spaceport,
And
Cole?
turn to
What's
husks.
his name?
He's not a bad
Those
guy.
are
I don't wanna
brave
get him in
networked
trouble.
artificial
Besides, I'm not a
intelligences
snitch.
knocking at our door.
He might have something to
Let's
do
go
with this whole
kill
attack.
them.
And this
We need his
Ollie
name.
is why we chose the
It's
things
important.
we did, so we could get the Paragon faster.
okay,
Because now we've got
right.
options to
His name's
certain
Powell.
Paragon options.
Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Robble,
Rabble.
Right. Electronic skill is 2 now.
If only Tali was here.
Yes, well. Well, training. Put 2 there. Assault rifles, because we tend to use them a bit more. I'll give it 1 for that. And start him on the soldier.
I was in Soldier, damn it.
That's my electronics up, so I can do this.
Okay, that's a stronger rifle.
Even with the decrease. Even a better pistol, because that's like the only weapon he actually can use.
Remember when you went through your shotgun phase?
I did attempt to use the shotgun frequently, yes.
Alakablam!
To be honest, once Tally's in your team, it makes a hell of a lot more sense to try and use your shotgun.
I know.
Because then you can be shotgun buddies.
I know. And then you can put her and Rex together, and Rex can comment on it, or like his, crazy shotgun-wielding uncle.
He basically is, because he in the second or the third one, he actually even comments that he's given her tips on how to use the shotgun and
Commander,
stuff.
it's Nihilus.
It's Nihilus. Check his pockets.
Check his pockets.
What?
A man is
What?
dead.
They're dead. Yes, I know he's dead, so he's not going to use them.
Fair.
What use has he got for a rubber band and a condom?
Something's moving over behind those crates.
He doesn't need to make a makeshift eye patch.
Wait,
he's dead.
Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just
Shot him
lucky
in the
he
back.
didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
Ollie, that's not the honourable way.
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren
It's
was
the
headed.
quickest way.
He hopped on the cargo train right after he
And
killed
it's
your
the
friend.
safest way.
I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Your close contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
What an asshole.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went.
Yeah.
I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Come, sapient fog.
Oh, it's the Geth. Yeah, you should be sniping people with an assault rifle. It's okay, Liz. It's dead. Caden, you finally made yourself useful. Oh. On your left.
Oh.
They're behind you.
The power wheel? Oh! Does the area of fire get smaller if your accuracy stat goes up or something?
A bit. Like, like when you first shoot, if you do like short bursts of assault rifle, like the aimer gets a bit wider.
Yeah.
But get out of cover.
Yeah, that's a Spectre.
God, the AI is terrible.
Nothing within your shooting range.
So yeah, apart from this, I've of course got Assassin's Creed with Dan, where we go through Assassin's Creed. I haven't worked out the day exactly, but I'm currently going through Spyro with Pete.
We've still got to get round to the Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear is still ongoing. Just
It is, but nothing wrong with starting a Mass Effect Monday.
Yep.
Honestly, we could have done a Metal Gear Monday, but no. Mass Effect's one of those things that I suppose you have to get out of the way at some point.
Is still ongoing. It's just
requires Seb and everyone else to be around. It's one of those you want certain people around for.
Yeah. What game are you on? Dunno. Oh.
He's outmaneuvering us by moving slightly to the left.
This was and obviously because Dan was out of commission, we did that one Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory stream last night.
Indeed.
And wasn't the same without Ian, was it?
It really isn't.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Well, Jack, you turn up for the Metal Gear ones, don't you? It's just
yeah.
The reason we don't do that one so often is it's very difficult to get everyone available at once. But rest assured, you'll be the first to know.
Holy shit, he's a wizard.
Which would mean that the alien is also a wizard.
Turd and
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
I'm working on it already, you dipshit.
There's no need to get aggressive at the racist.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, see, Liz has already answered that thing, or already made the excuse of it. There you go. That's the reason you're going that way. You're you. You're doing it. You're doing this because you know everything about this almost. Hold on, while my gun stops being on fire.
Disarming explosives. Once again, the Master's central computer spreads its cheeks and ram hack in effecting mass. Yes, very good wordplay. Ah, Spartacus. That was a fun show.
It was. There we go. The bombs have been disarmed.
Because I did it the backwards way, we didn't get...
Ambushed.
It's not ambushed, it's like corked. You know, like bottle corked, you know?
Yeah, I suppose.
Normally I die at least once in that area because I end up getting corked.
Although for Spartacus, it was quite a whiplash for me to see John Hannah in that role, only having seen him in the
Yeah,
Mummy.
I'd only ever seen him in the Mummy movies. And of course, and then of course, a touch of cloth happened. We all know how that went.
Oh, that was brilliant.
It was. Here's a jar of Alvin Stafford blood. Go on, smell it. There's a record no that is sniffing like a jaguar. Here's some of his fingers. Go on, eat them.
Yeah. For the benefit of the tape, Noodles P. Hound is licking blood off his bollocks.
I can't remember if it's... Are they here? But they... Oh, right, oh yeah, get your loot.
Yeah, because if you don't, you lose it.
Sure, maybe I know it.
For that, but good to know.
Okay, now can...
There's one.
Oh, and it's a crate, not a loot box. Loot boxes are evil.
Indeed they are.
Okay, fine, but the crate's kind of receivable, so... Okay.
I suppose...
Well, yeah, but you don't have to pay for them.
Yeah.
That's true.
I never say the actual John Hannah quote, but I always liked his delivery. His frustrations were funny. They really were.
Especially a touch of cloth. I I don't know what you're talking about. Neither do I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Everybody ready for the crazy to ensue?
Yeah,
bring
I
it
think
on.
Ollie's ready. Just remember, this is Ollie's first time. This isn't like when I started playing this and you were just sitting in the background going, ooh, maybe I can try this at some point.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
Yeah, you didn't realize video games could do stories like this.
Unbelievable. It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
It just needed some AAA
Something
batteries.
must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Don't let the racist touch it. With a weird white hood.
Yeah, that's...
Oh no, she's being sucked in by the green.
I suppose we should.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it! Too dangerous!
Damn. LSD, not even once.
He came into contact with the sapient fog.
Ollie doesn't know what the Protheans are yet. Just wait till he meets just wait till he meets Javek, the biggest racist in all of the universe.
Distinguished Service Medal trophy unlocked.
Yes, because he hates every other race that's around him, because when he was alive, well, before he went into cryogenics, every single other race was a primitive race. And now he can see them walking and counting and not eating their own shit. He doesn't know what to do.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Oh god, he's channeling his inner Jim Cornette whenever he sees funny stuff.
This human must be eliminated.
Yeah, that's definitely Jim Cornette whenever he sees a Kenny Omega match. God knows how he felt when the Big Show was having fun.
Doctor! Dr. Chakwas, I
I'm
think he's
having
waking up.
fun.
Big Show, get out of that kiddie pool. I'm having fun.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I
Beacon
must
is
have
what I
triggered
call
some
my
kind
penis.
of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
That was that.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
That voice doesn't sound like
The
it should
beacon
be coming out of
exploded.
her.
A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The
I
lieutenant and I
kind
carried
of
you back
get
here
where
to ship.
where you're coming from.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I hear a voice like that, I picture Judi Dench.
I'm not sure what I saw. Death. Destruction.
You're right there, dude.
Nothing's really clear.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I better add this
Just
to
a
my
little
report.
tickle in the throat.
Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our exo holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the command is going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Oh, is this one of those famed romance
Sounds like
options?
that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander.
No.
Are you sure you're okay?
As much as we'd all love to date
I don't
Keith
like
David.
soldiers dying under
Wait,
my
so we
command.
can't romance Keith David?
Jenkins wasn't your fault.
This isn't
You did a
Saints.
good
This
job,
isn't
Shepard.
Saints Row 4. Feel bad about
Chief
Jenkins.
Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I
No,
figured we could use a soldier
no
like
Keith
her.
David romance.
She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
Oh, Ollie, the share play session's going to end in 5 minutes.
Right, how do you want to proceed? Normally we get 2 goes each. Do you want to take a second go now, or do you want to tag out for an hour?
Take a second go now because you've got Ollie, you've got Liz in the zone.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard.
And Liz
You're a
hasn't.
damn
This is
hero,
actually Liz's first time
That's not
actually
why
playing
I'm
on a PS5.
It's Sarah, that other Turian. Sarah's a
And
Spectre.
how fitting is it that it's on Mass Effect of all things?
But if he's working
Very
with the Geth,
fitting, seeing as this is my
means
first
he's gone
PS3 game.
Rogue Spectre.
Well, your first one was
Sarah's
actually Mass
dangerous.
Effect 2, wasn't it?
And he hates humans.
Was it Mass Effect 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you played all 3 of them.
Oh yeah, 3 came out in that trilogy I got on the PS3.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied
I
himself
think
with the
you were
Geth.
actually in the second.
I don't know
one
how.
first
I don't know
came out,
why.
First started watching.
I only know it had something to do with that.
So there you go, Ollie. See, all the aliens,
You were there just
some of
before
the
that
aliens are
beacon
racist
self-destructed.
as well.
Did you see anything?
Well, being
Any clue
against
that might
rapid
tell us what Saren was
colonisation
after?
isn't necessarily racist.
Just before I lost consciousness.
No, well, he's against the entire human race for growing at any point, to the point where he doesn't want them to have any kind of
vision
equal
of
rights at all.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty racist.
I saw some.
Yeah, he literally berates
Yeah.
the entire race of
Slaughtering.
humans in front of people, and
Butchering.
he's more than willing to kill them
We need to report
or
this
do
to
really
the
fucked
council.
up things to make sure they can't.
What are we gonna tell him?
There's
I had
like a
bad
side
dream?
thing where you find out that Keith David was
We don't know
one
what
day once going to be a
information is
Spectre, but that got ruined by
Lost Prothean
Saren.
technology,
He intentionally
blueprint for some
ruined it.
Ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever.
Entire side quest.
Saren took it.
He ma- oh,
Quest.
But I know
Still.
Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He
considering how
believes
big
humans are
Mass
the
Effect
black
is and everything else Ollie's going to have to
This
deal
attack
with,
was an act of
just wait
war.
till he finds out there's an
He has the
actual
secrets
porn
from the
magazine in this.
He has an army of Geth at his command. And
Yeah,
he won't
alien
stop
porn.
until he's wiped
It's
humanity
usually squid
from the
tentacle
face of the
things.
galaxy.
Oh god.
I'll find some way to take him down.
Fornax.
It's not
You
that
don't actually see anything in
Spectre.
it. It's just mentioned.
he can go anywhere.
And you can
do
buy a
almost
copy, you just can't read it.
That's why we need the council
That's
on
what I
our
mean.
side.
You don't see anything unless they've changed it.
Do you
I mean,
have a,
I doubt.
We
Twitter
prove Saren's
handle
gone rogue, and
I
the
can
council will
tag
revoke
when
the
I
Spectre
plug this
status.
in a tweet?
I'll contact the ambassador.
Who?
And see
You,
if he can get us
Sam.
an audience with the council.
I
They want to
don't
see
have a
us as soon as we
Twitter
reach the Citadel.
Twitter I'm
We should be
comfortable
getting
using
close.
for these things.
Head up to the bridge
Okay.
and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
I'll just mention you by name then.
Okay.
I shall.
Save.
As this is about to finish, are we handing over to Ollie?
No, we're taking our turn again.
Okay.
Although
So you get
I
another hour.
probably should end the share play and start it again. So
Okay, I'll hand it over
Okay.
to Sam.
I'll do that now.
Okay. You get yourself a drink or something while we do this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's join as visitor. Da, 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 da. I'm not gonna talk to Ashley, fuck you.
You're locked in.
Supposed to go again?
It depends on what you want to do.
Progress the story at this point. I don't want to talk to Ashley, fuck her. Not literally.
Get the extra EXPs that we can get.
Of course.
Shall we have a funny conversation with Joker?
Yeah, let's have a talk, Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Ah, the Citadel.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Which background did you get?
Spacer.
Okay, so there's a little mini quest for the space Lincoln.
This
I
is
don't
an
remember.
outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Captain Anderson.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime.
He even said it
in
like
case
that.
you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
They're basically the Citadel, what do you call it? Special Forces.
Yeah. Well, Spectres are basically given a ridiculous amount of leeway to do whatever they want, really, so...
was glitchy.
Hmm. It's the connection thing at the moment.
Yeah.
Everything holding up okay?
Sort of frozen.
Uh,
Well, it's kind of like frozen on our end. I think the connection's bad on our end.
you still seem to be moving. Oh,
Well, we can't actually see anything moving, so you know.
well, the camera was.
Yeah, it just got all pixeled for us at the moment. Like the screen's all pixelated.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do you want me to try? Okay, you did just move.
Yeah. Try removing us from the thing, then try adding us again at some point.
Yeah, turn the share play off and on again.
See if that fixes it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this works.
Ah, you are now in control.
Are we? I don't.
Well, it ain't me doing that.
Okay. No, okay, it's a bit laggy, but it's starting to stabilize.
Good.
Oh, good, it's the Volus.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next
They're
door in
space
the
bankers.
large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Dan. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Okay, yeah, our connection's really bad at the moment.
Oh, fuck. Well, tell you what, shall I...
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our
Okay,
ways
now
are
it's
not
stabilized
violent.
again.
We
Okay.
barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Dan. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Why so cranky?
And I love
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with
You're
others.
finding this
Tell me
race
about the
amusing,
history and
aren't you,
origins
Ollie?
of the
I like this guy.
The Elcor were just beginning
Yeah,
to
this is how
explore
all of his
Council
race are.
space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the
want all of
relay
them to
closest
see.
to our system, and
the
from
Planet
there the
Parliament, the
Citadel.
longest serving Turian
Proudly,
the Spectre's
within one lifetime we
Terrorists
established a
forged in
regular
secret
route
en
to the
masse to
Citadel,
infect all
and
others.
quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
You know, we both moved the camera that little bit at exactly the same time. I forgot I wasn't playing. It wasn't until you moved without my say-so that I remembered, oh.
Yeah, the second Elcor in that room is part of a side quest that you can do in a little bit, so I'm not going to talk to him just yet, just because it's pointless to at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, wait for the door to open.
There we go.
Ouch. Sorry, it keeps glitching as I'm trying to walk down these stairs, and it's
Yeah,
makes it difficult to move.
Allow me to be your guide.
That's really weird, because, like, that first share play that we did was...
Yeah, it did find it. It just might be something that's affecting ours, because we are occasionally getting the message that says the signal's weak.
Yeah. But, like, even so, that first hour we did was, like, smooth as anything.
It really was. I was expecting this to be smooth as well, so I'm a bit disappointed that the Citadel is glitching.
Yeah.
Well, only for us, at least.
Okay. Are you ready to meet the next squad member?
This is Liz's favourite squad member.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, the namesake of our cat.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
What did you find?
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Yeah, it's getting really choppy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just the weather or what.
If you like, I could tag in for an hour and we can try again in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten you past, like, the initial combat. So.
The rest is just going to be going from place to place. So if you want to take over for now.
Okay. I shall...
Okay. Alright. When the game decides to behave, because it's now stuck on a scene.
Stop share play. I'll start the share screen, so you should be able to see what's going
Oh
on.
yeah, share screen. Okay.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of
Although
one
since we're not on a share
traumatized dock
play-
worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
How did you get involved?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden
I must
report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Insults typical.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Quit protecting him.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
you won't see the truth.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
Sapient fog.
Come,
The
sapient
Council
fog.
has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm
I'll
glad
see
to
if
see
I actually
justice
do
was
have those
served.
games.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Saren.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in
The
CSEC
top
who can help us
option
track
is the
Garrus down.
Paragon one, yeah?
His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Just say goodbye for now, because he can't really tell you anything about himself and Saren.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the
Not
ambassador's
out in the
office if you
open
need
at the
anything
very
else.
least.
Yeah.
Right, now we need to...
Oh.
No, Ollie, put your gun away.
Okay, how do I do that?
Either the O button or you tap the square.
Here it comes.
No, that
No,
was...
he just threw a grenade.
Okay, then it's the big center bit.
Oh,
There we go.
I don't know what the button's called, the center bit.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
big
I
center
know what you
button.
mean. The touchpad. That's.
Yeah, the touchpad.
Oh, I think if you pull the trigger, you put your gun away.
Okay, now we need to get you back to...
Right, turn around towards the... Right, from where you're looking at the camera, turn to the right. There's stairs down there. Right, go to the right a little bit.
To the right. Oh,
yeah,
I
right. See right there in
Yeah.
the center?
And then there's little people you can talk to down on these two platforms. Like this Solarian here next to the...
No, turn back round again for some reason.
Oh, right, okay.
Here. And then there's this Keeper and a Solarian just there.
Up to something.
Yeah, right in front of you.
This
That
is...
starts a little mini quest that you can do later.
Yes, is there something you want?
I'm going.
Oh, wow, that was
So long.
abrupt.
Right, so Ollie, that big orange thing, yeah, use that, the auto travel.
Oh, am I not talking to more people?
Let's see. Where?
I think there's any more that you can talk to at the moment.
No. Okay. So where does he go? Presidium or wards?
Uh,
Right. Go to wards. And go to
Cora's
Den. Because you'll be able to get some of your party members now. Like, you've arrived at Cora's Den. Right.
Yeah. That's him.
What? Okay.
Oi, assassins! Well, Ollie doesn't know about how to use the weapon wheel.
How do I use the weapon wheel?
L1. Just hold L1. And then move the analog stick to something like... move it to the Avenger. That's your assault rifle.
and then you... There you go.
Those were Saren's men.
Right, head in the Den. Where you gone away? We're in a bar, not a Bangkok brothel.
I don't understand the difference. Do I talk to people?
There's someone in here. I think there's someone in here you got to talk to.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
Down the bottom, he's having a drink at one of the tables. No.
No, on the left. The one in the blue. Yeah,
Back
Harkin.
off, Rex.
Oh, here's
Fisk told
Rex.
us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fisk's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning.
Holy assassins.
Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Right, so you should have seen Harkin at a table.
You've just walked past him.
Yeah, he should be sitting at a table.
Oh,
Yeah, there he is on the right.
No, that's not.
No, on the right hand side, there he is. Right on his own. He's on the table on his own, on the right.
Oh, there. Oh, right, he's way over there. Because I saw his name pop up, I thought he was in the immediate vicinity.
I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you?
Spectre?
It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The hero's fall. Classic tragedy.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
Medical center. Yeah, that's it. That's all you needed from him.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go.
Okay, now you can leave the den.
I've gone completely the long way, haven't I?
It's fine.
Maybe
Spectre?
it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
I think you can use the quick transport thing.
Yeah, that was here, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Use that. You go to the wards locations and go to the med clinic, and then you can get hold of. Right, med clinic door. There it is.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you? Let her go.
Ah!
Nice shot.
He's the sniper.
Now let's go save Garrus and kill these adults.
You're done.
You're done. You can go talk to Garrus now.
Perfect timing, Shepard.
Never mind.
Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
It was a big rip. Let's see.
What were you thinking?
It was a big
You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
We can
I
protect
know those
you.
men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
Evidence.
She must have something that proves he's a traitor. Did the Quarian mention anything about Saren or the Geth?
She did. The information she was going to trade. She said it had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
Okay.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter.
Okay, now we can go get Rex.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
We could use him.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
Okay, now we got to go to the CSEC Academy to go get him.
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move
Let's say get rid of Ashley for the moment.
Yeah, get rid of Ashley.
Caden and Garrus.
Yeah, so select Caden and Garrus. Press square to add them to the squad. And press X to accept your squad. There you go. Now, leave the... Now you can...
Press the options button, I think.
Right, go to the thing, and I think you head to the...
It's CSEC.
Yeah, go to
Wards.
the wards. Go to... No, wait, it's not that. Go back. Go to Presidium locations. Embassies.
Oh, did I... Oh, I hit the wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah. Just go back on. Go to Presidium. Go to Embassies. We can try and find CSEC from there.
It's down the ramp and underneath.
Hold on.
So go to the left. Not over the bridge.
But where else to...
Where then?
Oh, you meant to the left
down that
from...
ramp.
Oh, you meant
down the ramp.
to the left from the terminal, right?
Yeah, right, okay.
Sorry, it's from the left of
Right.
where you were standing.
Okay.
And then that's the
Go into that elevator.
To the right.
To the right,
Here?
yeah.
I see it.
At Dixie
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Right, now you're out. I can't remember if he's on the left or the right.
That's perfectly respectable.
It's on the right, isn't it? It's not...
Yeah, on the right.
On the right,
There he is.
Big hulking hump man.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
I like this guy.
Yeah, I love Rex.
Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you a fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
Welcome.
Glad to have you on the team, Rex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
Okay, now add Rex and Garrus.
So you can only have two.
Yeah, you can only have two on a squad with you.
Yeah, now
Press the options menu.
Yeah.
Go into squad.
Oh, we got
Because now it's time to level up your people.
Okay, so...
Right, I would do one into assault rifles.
Yeah.
And then one into combat armor.
He hasn't purchased the rank yet. You can press X to purchase it. Okay. One into combat armor.
Yeah. And...
one into assault training. And then you don't have another charm, so either do it into soldier, assault training, or combat armor, depending on what you want.
Let's see. Go down to soldier. Increase your health. Yeah.
So do the last three into soldier then. Now R2.
And now.
Right. You want to go down to decryption and put at least as many as possible into that. Okay. Now you want to go down to first aid.
Yeah.
And put a couple into there, and that should unlock the electronic.
Yeah, it's not going to. He hasn't got enough for electronics. Okay, then do another R2.
Okay.
Okay.
I would go combat armor and Krogan Battlemaster to begin with. And then the last two in fitness.
Yeah, fitting these points into this.
Right.
Okay, now you're done. Now, remember that bar you were at before? Go back there, and it's time for some shooty shoot.
Seems like a good time to save.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ollie, what do you think of it so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, we haven't even gotten to like the big parts yet, but there's an orange terminal. Go to the wards. And go to Cora's den. And it's time to go kill some people.
Looks like it's shut down.
They pick them out.
Oh, boy. I said vodka martinis.
I said shaken, not stirred.
Well, in this case, it's shaken, not shot.
Shaking about the place.
Hey, everybody! Who wants? How many of the waggons have shots?
Shot.
Combat pretty good. Pretty well.
You handled yourself pretty
Sorry,
good.
I've got...
really well.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
I was thinking
for some reason I
about
just
that
had... Yeah. Same. Right, go through that little gap there and back.
You'll call this slop. Real slop has chunks and things in it. This is more like gruel.
And this Chateau LeBlanc
68 is supposed to be served slightly chilled. This is room temperature.
Control, go through. Right, just go through.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
Go to the blue one, save yourselves.
Save yourselves.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, your Captain Hero.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
That bartender should have stayed behind 3 inches of
It
bulletproof
would have been
glass.
quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Oh, Ollie, on the left. There's a weapons locker. Right, you watch how we did encryption, right?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Avenger 1.
Take it. Press X, just take it all.
Oh, you can take both.
Yeah, you can take it all.
Okay.
That's why there's an option, that's it. Okay, now go through and let's go kill some Fist. Up the stairs. Blankency! Blankency! Ollie!
Why didn't he crouch behind it? Like normally all you gotta do is
That's not cover. Apparently that doesn't count as cover even though it's chest high.
Well, that's needlessly confusing.
So yeah, they're going to defensive cover. I guess we've done too many chest high walls in the past.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Smart move.
Where's the Quarian?
I always date the Quarian, by the way.
He's no use to you now.
You'll understand when you meet her.
Wait, I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here, said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting.
We have to save her. We must
Give
save
me
the children!
Now.
Here on the wards.
We
back
must
alley by the
save
markets.
them.
She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
What are you doing? The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
We don't shoot unarmed prisoners.
How many people died because of him? He brought this on himself. Besides, we have more pressing concerns.
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
Get to the Quarian.
Right, Ollie, it's time to go take the Quarian.
Okay.
Ollie,
what is this?
We've got to leave. This is it. That's a wall safe. Take everything. Right, now you got to leave quickly.
Okay.
Down on the right. Yeah. Left. Just direct him if you need to.
Okay, you're gonna have a firefight coming up.
Ollie, chest high walls.
Yeah, it's not getting behind them.
Yeah, you press X to crouch.
It's because I didn't draw my weapon, I expect. Yeah, just run out into the open or who else?
That's not even cover. This is just standing behind a table that doesn't have any kind of cover. Okay, they're dead. Okay, Ollie, there's just one more, I think. And they're outside, for fuck's sake. Ollie, you need to move now. You've only got like less than 3 minutes.
Oh, right. Shit, there's a timer.
Yeah, there's a literal timer.
That's the door you want to go out of.
Okay.
Now, go to the right.
The right.
Now go to the left.
Now left. And then on the right there's a door. And then immediately go left once you're through the door.
Right, left.
Up the stairs. Up
Ollie, on
the
the
stairs.
Open the door.
Open the door. Up these stairs. And shoot everyone but the Quarian.
Ollie, shoot the assassins.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
Tali Zora.
The one with the hood is the Quarian.
The deal's off.
So shoot everyone else.
Shoot everyone but the one in the burqa.
So shoot Solarians and a hurry to take out.
You can shoot the ones who are in very obvious alien costumes. Okay, he's dead.
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Are you okay?
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
Friend.
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
And there we go, Ollie. You've got pretty much all but one of
You're
your
not
team,
making
all of your
my
team
life
members.
Easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many? Who's this? The Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
What did you find out?
Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice.
This proves he was involved in the attack.
Saren won't get out of this one.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
Are they some kind of new alien species?
According to the Memory Core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
They need to
The
know.
Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Behold my crew in
Anderson
all
and
its
I will go ahead to
multicultural
get things ready with the
diversity.
Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
This isn't even a space battle, this is just workplace bullying.
Okay, now you can choose who to have in your party.
Who would you recommend?
I recommend Tali for her tech strength. And basically either Garrus or Rex work.
Yeah, I tend to go for Garrus and Tali because they're kind of my jam, but I know Sam likes Rex and Tali, so
It's really up to you. But remember to level Tali up when she comes out, when you get the chance to.
Why can't I just take them all?
Oh, if only. Just wait till you've got the second game, where you've got loads more of them, including the DLC characters like Zaid. God, I love Zaid. Okay, take that squad if you have to.
I think a sniper would be useful.
Okay, Ollie, remember to level up Tali. Right, go to squad.
Okay.
Tali, right, go to electronics.
Yeah.
And level that up.
As far as I can.
To dampening. Okay, now go to a decryption.
Yeah.
Level that up a bit. And
I would.
go on.
If you've got hacking, okay, you're not going to unlock hacking just yet.
Not yet.
But I would either put another tune electronic or just into her basic armor.
So
Yeah.
electronics or
Yeah, use okay, just advanced overload and then put the rest into a basic armor.
okay. Oh bugger.
It's okay. You've got 1 point left to put into her armor. Okay. Okay, that's that. Now head back to go head back to the no, that's not a terminal.
Oh. It looked like one.
It looked like one, yeah. Just head outside. Head downstairs.
Yeah. And then this door to the left.
Downstairs.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Side quest, I take it.
Ollie, you're going away from a terminal anyway. Terminal beat would be on your right. Somewhere.
Yeah, it's to the right.
To the right, where that yeah, there it is. To the taxi. Now head to the Presidium. And head to the Citadel Tower.
Up all the stairs.
Up all the stairs.
Yeah. Somebody up the stairs.
Come on.
Somebody up the stairs.
Udine is presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull—
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse
I am a
after
member
Sarah.
of Spectre.
He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend
Yes, you
or
are.
eliminate him.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Spectre bonus. Now you can add. Now whenever you level up, you can now add things for. You've got now the what's got you've got the Spectre status stuff now, so you can up stat. I think it ups your stats or something.
Yeah.
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 How you holding up, dude? You feeling okay?
I'm good. I'm good.
It's been. You're an inductee of Spectre. Huh. It's been about 45 minutes if you wanted to try tagging in again.
You know what? Let's try tagging in again and seeing how it goes.
Okay, because you never did get to take that second hour.
Hour, yeah.
Oh, no, that's
we'll
the
see how it goes.
Right, you're invited.
Doing it. Hold on. Connecting to the host. Come on. Be a pal. Be a pal.
I'll go and do all the boring Citadel stuff so Ollie doesn't have to.
as long as it doesn't make you do things. There you go. Come on, internet. Do you?
How's it looking?
No.
It's looking pretty good.
Hey.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
You need people like
Is
me.
something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though. I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers. No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Rear Admiral. I don't know why that will always be funny to me, just because my first exposure was the
You're
red
thinking
guy.
of the guy from Cow and Chicken.
Yes. Rear Admiral Floyd.
Oh god, it's done it again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. There are a couple of ways we could proceed. We could leave it here for this week, because this seems to be like a pivotal part of the story.
Yeah, we can leave it here. I think we should leave it here and try again next week.
Okay. Well,
I mean, you got to do an hour, I got to do an hour. It's a good start.
Yeah, we'll go for
And Liz
longer next
basically
week.
Yeah, I mean, Liz got to play it more than I did, and that I'm okay with that.
Oh, Liz is welcome
Why are you
anytime.
so interested in the Keepers?
Of course she is. And she's very
I've got no
happy about
interest
that
in
from the looks of it.
Don't waste our time. I can see the lie on your face, Solarian.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you
See,
about
every
this.
race hates
We're
each
just
other.
talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm with Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
A Spectre? Well, nobody would dare stop you. All right then. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself.
I should go.
So
I should
long,
go.
and good luck with the scanning.
Well, I don't actually know that I have the games yet, Jack. I figure I must have them. At some point.
It seems to be working okay now.
Oh, okay. Or carry on then.
We'll carry on until it starts being a dick again.
You could just scan the Keepers in this room, and then it'll be done for next week, and I won't have to remember about it.
You can at least get in the ship and get the whole thing, you know, the mission start, the whole...
Yeah, I'll do all this mindless Citadel stuff if I can get it to.
I mean, we've got.
operate.
I mean, we've gotten all but one of the teammates because we haven't got Liara yet.
Liara's on the other planet though, so you don't get her until you've left.
I know, but we've got diversity, and you know that Ashley's gonna hate that.
Oh god, she's gonna be a cow.
You can spend time between missions talking to the rest of your party and learning a little bit more about them.
Yeah.
It's always fun to visit Rex. I do love his whole thing where they go, you know, you must know some interesting stories. Well, our entire race almost got wiped out once. That was kind of fun.
Huh.
Yeah, he's so blasé about it.
Yeah, well, when you learn why the Krogan are the way they are, turns out having about 2 sets of testicles just doesn't do anything. Doesn't make you that happy.
And he
that was
will
a general
kneel
thing.
before me, unless he is an Orthodox Jew, in which case I would be happy for him to show his deference to me in any way he deems culturally appropriate.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of 2 things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Neither one of those options leaves a lot of hope.
I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Okay, got you some more Paragon points there, Ollie.
Thank you.
Well, you know, there's no real benefit to being Renegade Shepherd unless you want to be fun or punch journalists.
Oh, yeah. I always get a few Renegade points for the journalists.
There's a Magfest joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
To the Presidium. Ah, God, the elevators.
Is still denying reports that one of
I love that these
survey
become a
teams
joke
has
that
been
they
missing in the
even
Hades Gamma
reference in the
cluster.
later games.
When asked why communication with the survey team
Where
was suddenly
Garrus goes,
cut off
what,
last week,
no one
company
misses our
officials
elevator
refused
talks?
to comment.
They were fun.
And definitely not meant to disguise loading times.
Yes, yes, Ollie, I know that's what they're for, but this was made for the Xbox 360 and the PC originally.
Yeah. Huh. You good?
I'm good, I'm good.
Right. Might be better. Hogan. Even but it's heavy. Or radioactive.
Yeah. From this point on, I will be radioactive man.
Deciding up the accuracy again.
But I didn't do anything. I don't care. I don't know. I've actually seen the scene that movie's from.
I don't care.
If they were reasonable. But I didn't do anything. Oh, okay, sorry. That was a big misunderstanding. Yeah, I'll be honest, the first one is a lot more RPG and statish than the later ones.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
It isn't. It's good because, you know, the character tree thing, you know. Okay.
I don't think I'll be doing, like, normally with some of these series runs I do side quests and extra stuff between streams. But I don't think I will this time, just because I'm still not really sure where I am.
Yeah, it takes a bit of time to go through
See,
it.
I do all the side quests on this first. So.
Liz, trust me.
I do all the planets.
Voice down, hon. You don't want to wake Nicole. Yeah, Liz knows what. This is why it's beneficial to have Liz try it all, because she knows how to do all the very nerdy stuff. The later games are a lot easier to deal with because you're just picking up different kinds of guns and upgrading them with, you know, science and shit.
Yeah. Science and shit.
Yes, you know my science and shit.
Yeah. I didn't write
Tali.
season 8 of Game of Thrones. I don't care. Oh.
Yeah, I like how that's just a joke for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Whenever they've done something horrible, and it's like, wait, how do you have, insert MacGuffin here? Oh, I made a deal with the president. I got this. I got to hide this here, they hid this here, and I got to write the finale of Game of Thrones.
The first half of that show is a completely different animal to the rest of it.
It is. CSEC. Oh, wait.
What's this?
You can tell exactly when they ran out of book to go off.
Famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard.
I like to think that George R.R. Martin has a contract with the devil. That, that he actually tricked the devil.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is
Go
Barnavan.
on.
My job makes it
I think that
necessary
he
for
has
me
this
to
thing
keep
where he gets
informed.
fame and fortune for writing
I am a financial advisor
for
to many
writing a
important clients here on the
best-selling
Citadel.
book series.
someone as
However,
important as yourself
now,
arrives on the
because the series is done,
take notice.
anything he does now will be a derivative.
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker.
So
Do
he
you have
can
any
never
information
really
about Sarah?
ever fulfill the contract.
You're very blunt, Shepard.
So Satan doesn't get his soul.
But Rex has already told you far
Well
more than I know
played,
about
Georgie
this.
boy.
I am sorry, but I have nothing else
Now,
to
Satan, I've already told you know the other
I
part
should
of the
go.
contract, right? What? If you lay your hands on me, you get my powers, I get your powers.
Huh.
Oh god, it's one of those big stinking jellyfish. I don't care. It's a jellyfish. Space jellyfish.
Do you remember the college humor George R.R. Martin laugh?
Yes, I do remember. I remember the Christmas one where he kept killing everybody in story.
Yeah. He's a man with a beard from a snowy fantasy land, and then Santa Claus comes, and then George R.R. Martin creeps up behind him and slits his throat. So ends House Claus.
Ah, human.
Oh
This
God,
one is greatly
these.
pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Oh.
Who are you? This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth. Show me your items. Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Okay. I think it just dropped.
Yeah, it just kicked us.
Oh. Do you want me to try again? Or...
Yeah, we might as well, just so we can at least get to the ship. Because we can at least end it there, at the very least.
Yeah. Come on. Come on, Internet. You got this.
Go on, you shitty house internet. It doesn't help our PS5 is downstairs, like, really far away from the router.
Yeah, I suppose
And
not.
the walls are very thick.
And also you live kind of out in the sticks. Rural
There is that
areas aren't great for internet. I mean, not
I mean,
that
it
I
runs a
blame you.
tablet fine.
I mean, I'm more of a city boy myself.
I know you are.
Tell
But you've not
me.
really known any other way, have you?
Well, I wouldn't really manage in rural areas. Mud and, you know, stuff.
We're not
wheels.
that rural.
Yeah, you probably got a lot of grass about, though. I mean, we have enough of it here that I struggle.
We have paths, you know, Ollie. We do have roads and paths. We have, you know, the Romans did conquer us.
Eventually.
Well, okay, the Romans didn't actually conquer us. They kind of just built a wall and went, fuck it, no. I I'd like to think that movie Jack Got Boots Over Whitehall was canon, where the Nazis won't go any further into. Yeah, it's crashing again. Just exit.
I was just on. Tally if you've got enough credits. If not, just sign out and like save it.
Sorry, what was that?
Did you get that, Ollie?
No.
She said, buy the Quarian armor that's there if you can.
Quarian.
If not, just say if you can't afford it, just come out, save, and we'll be done.
Okay, we'll end the stream here then for tonight. We'll go longer next week.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, so, I take it we're near the beginning of the actual story at this point?
Basically, yeah, you basically become a Spectre, and this is where everything begins.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a feel for BioWare stories.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot easier to get through than Knights of the Old Republic, though, isn't it?
So far, but some part of that might be because I've got, like, you and Liz basically playing the game for me at some points.
Well, to be fair, Liz is doing all the nerdy stuff because she knows the game almost inside out. She's played it that much over the past decade.
Yeah.
It's kind of like us with Final Fantasy VII on the PS1.
Yeah. It's been good to have her along for this one.
Oh yeah, I'm glad. I'm actually very happy I could have her join.
Yeah, well, obviously she's welcome anytime.
It's the first time on the PS5.
Down here for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's actually a big thing for you.
Huge.
Yeah, Liz hasn't been able to sit up straight for a long time, and she's been down for like almost 2 hours.
Oh, cool.
So that's a big deal.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good. Think of it like training.
Alright. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone who did. We hope you've enjoyed the first couple of hours of Mass Effect. We will see you next week.